abductor in a shark?
So here is the dorsalis trunki. It originates in the transverse processes of the vertebrae and the myosepta, and it also inserts in the transverse processes of the vertebrae and myosepta. And it's homologous to the apexial muscles in the shark. We have the rectus abdominis here, which originates from the anterior pubis and inserts in the rectus serratus. It's homologous to the apexial muscles in the shark. We have the external obliques here, the internal obliques here, and the transversus here, which all originate in the transverse processes of the vertebrae and insert in the connective tissues of the rectus abdominis and are homologous to the apexial muscles in the shark. And here we have the adductor mandibulae anterior, which originates in the parietal and frontal regions of the skull and inserts in the dentary. These are homologous to the levator platoquadrati in the shark. Then we have the adductor mandibulae externus here, which originates in the parietal and inserts in the dentary and is homologous to the adductor mandibulae and the preorbitals of the shark. And we have the depressor mandibulae here, which originates from the parietal and squamosal regions of the skull and inserts in the angular. This is homologous to the levator hyoidus in the shark. And we have the branchiohyoidus here, which originates from the visceral arch number 3 and inserts in the visceral arch number 2 and is homologous to the superficial constrictors of the shark. And then we have the levators arcum, which originate in the fascia of the dorsalis trunki and insert in the epibranchial cartilages and are homologous to the collicularis of the shark. Here we have the intermandibularis, which originates in the mandible and inserts in the median raphe. It's homologous to the intermandibularis in the shark. We have the interhyoidus here, which originates from the fascia of the depressor mandibulae and the branchiohyoidus and inserts in the median raphe, which is homologous to the interhyoidus of the shark. And then along the most posterior edge of this is the sphincter colli, which originates from the fascia of the depressor mandibulae and the branchiohyoidus and inserts in the median raphe. This is also homologous to the inner hyoidus of the shark. Alright. Deep to that we have the geniohyoid, which inserts on the it originates in the mandible and inserts in the second basibranchial cartilage. And this is homologous to the coracomandibular of the shark. Right. Then we have the procoracohumerales here, which originates at the procoracoid and inserts in the humerus. This is homologous to the pectoral fin abductors of the shark. Also homologous to the pectoral fin abductors is the supracoracoides, which originates at the coracoid cartilage and inserts in the humerus. Then we have the pectoralis here, which originates at the linea alba and inserts at the humerus, and this is homologous to the pectoral fin adductors of the shark. Then we have the pectoris scapularis, which originates in the epibranchial cartilages and inserts on the scapula. This is homologous to the coracoartiole of the shark. Then right next to that we have the calcularis, which originates in the fascia of the dorsalis trunki and inserts in the scapula near the glenoid fossa, and this is homologous to the calcularis of the shark. Then we have rectus cervicis, which is deep in here, and that originates from the rectus abdominis and inserts in the branchial cartilages, and this is homologous to the coracohyoid and the coracoarticulum of the shark. And then we have dorsalis scapula here, which originates from the suprascapular cartilages and inserts in the humerus. This is homologous to the pectoral fin abductors of the shark. Also homologous to the pectoral fin abductors is the latissimus dorsi here, which originates from the fascia of the dorsalis trunci and inserts into the humerus. Then we have the triceps brachii, which originates from the coracoid, the scapula, and the humerus, and inserts in the ulna. This is homologous to the pectoral fin abductors of the shark. Then we have the coracobrachialis right here, which originates from the coracoid and inserts in the humerus, which is homologous to the pectoral fin adductors of the shark. Then we have the humero-antebrachialis, which originates from the humerus and inserts on the radius. And this is also homologous to the pectoral fin adductors. Then we have the flexors here, which originate and insert into the ventral antebrachium, which is homologous to the pectoral fin adductors of the shark. And then homologous to the pectoral fin abductors are the extensors here, which originate and insert in the dorsal antebrachium.